All right. Week 1, PML 2018 is here. The long-awaited Week 1. We have our last preseason podcast. Joining us tonight, we have...
Kreggles.
Your boy, Krebs.
Greg and Max on tonight. We're going to go over some kind of general reaction to the NFL news of the moment, some overall NFL preseason predictions here, and then we will pivot right into the Week 1 matchups. So I think the big news in everyone's mind today, Le'Veon Bell, Luke's favorite player, may not be playing for a while.
Yeah. I'm actually looking right now at Luke's fantasy team. And because, he's Le'Veon Bell, he spent, $66 on him? Is that right?
Yep.
Fair amount of the budget. And it says that James Conner is projected to get 11.3 points. What the fuck?
I just saw that.
Apparently, no Bell, no problem. Apparently, Preston's in trouble because he's projected to lose by 6. I don't know what that tells you about his team or Luke's, but I mean, Le'Veon Bell. I tried to warn Luke. Y'all know it. Everyone knows it. I've been saying it all along in the group. Now, that being said, I wasn't saying exactly what Bell did, but I was telling him, dude, that guy's going to 100% take plays off, take himself out of games. What I didn't realize was he's going to take himself out of all the games.
Yeah. I don't know how many games he sits out, but he's sitting out at least one. And in my opinion, I think it's going to take 3 or 4 at least. I don't know if he takes all 10, but I think it depends on how well James Conner does. Because if James Conner does well, then he has incentive to come back and try to prove his worth. But
I mean, at least he picked up James Conner. I mean, otherwise he'd really be fucking shit.
So I'm looking now. It looks like, did he pick him up or did he draft him?
No, he picked him up fairly early.
Hold on. It says
he picked up the first week of waivers.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
So, smart move, Luke.
Waiver wire on August 31st at 4:33 a.m. Well.
That's just when they go through.
Nah, fuck you. I like this narrative more. Luke's an old man. He gets up early.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay, yeah, it fits the narrative. I'm on board.
I do agree, though. That was a pretty smart move. I mean, if Luke makes moves like that again this year, then he might once again finish 3rd or 4th in the league.
That dude's made the playoffs once. Oh, Craig, I see you got chocolate milk right there. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Other league moves so far since the draft, I think biggest one, we had the trade, Tyreek Hill for Royce Freeman.
Yeah, that was me. I fucked up my draft by waiting too long on an RB2. I really liked Tyreek Hill this year. I told Baxter, any receiver not named Antonio Brown for Royce Freeman. And he originally wanted Golden Tate and Tyreek Hill. And I was like, no way, cuz. So then he was like, what about just Tyreek Hill? And I was like, okay. But that hurt because I really like Tyreek Hill this year because I think Mahomes is going to air it out. And he's a good deep threat already. But having Royce Freeman as an RB2 instead of having to pick between Chris Thompson and Tariq Cohen, that's a much better situation.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Complete no-brainer for you.
Choosing between Jared's brother and Preston's brother is pretty tough.
Man, that's a tough one right there. Jesus. I mean, because one of them is going to be super injury-prone. Like Chris Thompson last year. Remember he got that injury out for the season? It just runs the family, I guess. And then you got Tariq Cohen, who's just really fucking short.
Sorry, I don't have Chris Thompson. I meant Samaje P. Ryan. So.
Oh, God.
Even worse.
Did you drop him yet?
Yeah, I dropped Samaje and I dropped Doug Martin.
Oh, God.
Max so cleverly used in his write-up.
Another underrated move. Yesterday, Max did pick up Jordan Wilkins, who may be the starting running back for the Colts now. Dropping Devontae Parker. Sounds like it's not his year once again.
Oh shit! That dropped the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't even realize I did that. I don't know. I was looking the waivers. I saw he was projected like 8.5 points, so I just picked him up. I don't know. I guess. I mean, it could be just like last year where my running back 2, it could be desperate. I don't know, but I figured it was worth a shot.
Strong analysis from Max Krebs.
Probably should have dropped Chubb. Honestly, that guy kind of sucks. But
Yeah,
that's
he
a topic
might.
for another day.
All right, let's get into the week 1 matchups. We're going to start with the Craig and Kevin game.
All right, Craig and Kevin.
So this one kind of evened out with me using Royce Freeman instead of Tariq, but I'm still projected to lose by 4. But I think the Chargers D might get a few more points than the 5.8 they're projected for. But yeah, Kevin has a pretty solid team. I'm not going to be too upset if I lose this one.
Well, the thing about the Chargers D, I'm pretty high in them, but they're playing the Chiefs, who have I mean, they're probably going to have one of the best offenses in the NFL this year.
Yeah, like I said, I think Mahomes with Andy Reid in his ear is going to have an awesome year. But I got to hope that they can stop the run and maybe get a couple of sacks. Because that was the main reason I drafted them, is Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa.
Yeah. And on the positive side, yes, Kevin does probably have, one of the best starting lineups in the league. I think he's got, especially the fact that he's flexing Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
that's
I think
pretty
so
impressive.
too.
Yeah, that's solid.
Well, luckily when the fourth quarter rolls around, the starters will get a little tired. And you look at his team, really not much there. So I think Kevin, all it takes is a little collarbone injury, and his team's sunk this year.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
This actually looks like a pretty good week for Kevin because his starting quarterback is playing the Browns. One of his running backs playing the Giants. Brandon Cooks against the Raiders. Got a lot of weak defenses there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Daniel Tilka, who didn't take a fucking chance on Kevin being an idiot and playing Carson Wentz with 0 points. Fuck you, Tilka. I don't know if you listen to this, but you suck.
All right. Well, no, I don't really think anyone cares much about that matchup. So let's go on to the next one.
Hey, it's not like Tilka's listening, so.
Well, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Let's go ahead and dive into the Luke Preston matchup.
All right.
I mentioned earlier the James Conner projected to get 11.3 points. I mean, it is the Browns, but I don't know. I haven't really seen anything from that guy to make me think that he deserves that projection.
Who's the Steelers' backup for this game?
Connor. That's who.
No, who's the backup to Connor?
Shit,
Stephon Ridley, the fumbling machine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think he was in the NFL. I haven't seen him in a couple years. Apparently, he's still around.
Jeez.
Preston, if you're listening, Marlon Mack is questionable and probably out, so you need to put someone else in your flex.
Also, the fact that, I'm looking at it right now, Marlon Mack's projected to get 0 points, but Preston's only projected to lose by 5. Who's his bench? Let's find out.
You could probably put, I don't know about Latavius Murray, but Gio Bernard or Emmanuel Sanders.
That's not a good flex option,
God,
unfortunately.
that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would rather fucking flex Matt Ryan at running back. Maybe put Des Bryant in and hope he gets signed halfway through a game on Sunday. Yeah. I mean, that's awful. I don't know. Did I put him pretty high on my draft recap? I feel like I did.
But then Jared McKinnon got hurt.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
I do reserve, before I get trashed in my draft recap. that was the case. Yeah. He would. I'm not kidding when I'm looking at his roster right now. That Jared McKinnon thing, despite the fact that he didn't know who that was, that probably honestly brings him from 3rd or 4th to 8th or 9th. Just looking at his roster.
Yeah, I agree.
I like Kareem Hunt and Dalvin Cook, though. Although last year Preston had Dalvin Cook and then he tore an ACL, so I think we should just all take bets on the running back at Preston drafts will tear an ACL.
Well, I'm going to probably go with Luke in this matchup. I just don't really trust Preston's team here.
Yeah.
So let's go on to, you want to do Baxter and Tilka?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Yeah.
He's got Matthew Stafford. Oh my God.
He always has Matthew Stafford.
Tilka named his team after an Auburn player for some reason.
What a bitch.
And then he drafted
famous
Cam
starters.
Newton and Daniel Carlson. Literally,
Yeah.
Tilka's team is 33% Auburn in the starting lineup.
Yeah,
But it's also over 50%
it's
if the math is right. Bama players.
well. So apparently, Tilka is an Auburn fan, Bama fan, and Notre Dame fan because everyone in the starting lineup besides Titans D, which has players of Alabama on it,
Rashawn Evans.
every single player. Wait, who else did you say?
Rashawn Evans is on the Titans.
Yeah, exactly. So like every single player on his starting lineup for this week is from those three schools. So
He also has Will Fuller on his bench and Calvin Ridley, who he paid $17 for. Don't let
yeah,
him
but
forget.
that's a good stowaway pick right there. Real sleeper, $17. Oh my God. Well, anyways, Baxter's got Todd Gurley, so I'm probably going to go with Baxter in this one. Until I see unless it's like one of those things like
Yeah.
the Panthers, where in even years Todd Gurley's just trash. Like I don't know, because remember his second year he was awful. Maybe his fourth year will be terrible again. I doubt it.
Tilka's roster worries me because most people have one or two guys that are well above 10 points projected, and Tilka has his quarterback and Derrick Henry at barely over 10. It's not a good sign.
I like Kenyon Drake more in that matchup. The Titans have a good defense, but it's not that good. Also, they're being really conservative with OBJ. I guess they're assuming that Jalen Ramsey's going to shut him down.
Yeah, that's a tough defensive matchup.
Yeah, it definitely is. Oh well.
All right.
Yeah, let's
move
go on to the next one.
I have Wick and EB. This actually might be game of the week. This is This is a really good game. I can't believe they have LaShawn McCoy for 11.6. That seems like a lot.
That seems like a lot against the Ravens.
Yeah, I like the LaShawn McCoy Alex Collins matchup. I really like Alex Collins this year. Let me see.
Well, Wick's got Jordan Howard, who I like a lot this year. I think that all these receivers they added, and I don't know, just the offense in general for the Bears should be much better, which will help Jordan Howard.
The Bears will be much better, which will help Jordan Howard.
And I also really like Chris Hogan the first 4 weeks when Edelman's out.
I really like Evan's strategy of rostering a free agent kicker. Seems strong.
Is that what he has? Oh,
He has Dan Bailey on his bench, dude. I don't understand.
damn, son. Maybe, I don't know. It has to be a health thing that he doesn't have a team yet, but that's still weird that EB has him on his bench.
Yeah, I'm really just. I wish Seattle would pick him up, cut Janikowski or whatever. Fuck that. Give me some Dan Bailey. But
Damn. I really like this matchup because Wake has pretty high-scoring players, and EB has, they're all a few more higher scoring.
I mean, EB's got a monster in Julio Jones and DeAndre Hopkins. So
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
all it takes. I mean, I personally think Julio Jones is going to have a really good game tomorrow. No bias, of course. But,
EB looks like a pretty high-risk, high-reward team because his starting running back. So he's flexing a receiver, so he's only playing Lamar Miller and McCoy. Those two guys are both, 31, 32, I think. So if they stay healthy, he could have a really strong team, but they could also just totally bite the dust quickly.
So you'll actually be shocked to hear this. I actually looked this up today. It's a very random thing to look up, but sometimes, at work you get really bored. But Lamar Miller, 27 years old.
Wow. I thought he was 45.
Yeah, he runs like he's 45. But
Sounds like Max is working hard.
yeah, I'm working real hard in my analysis. All right.
I love LaShawn McCoy, but I don't love him this year. I think that line isn't good enough to help him. I think he's still going to have good games, but he's not going to be elite. I hope he gets 12K.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, he'll have a decent season, but the O-line does just trash, absolute trash.
And final matchup, Krebs and Jared.
This is the matchup we used to determine the schedule for everyone this year. So if I remember correctly, Wick did a random schedule generator until Jared and I had a week 1 matchup. And we went with that.
All right,
Oh,
in this
really?
game, Max is a 6-point favorite on Jared. Has one of the highest projected scoring teams in the league this week.
Yeah, Jared. I think a lot of Jared's teams are also way higher projected than, than they should be. JHI is not going to get 9.5 points. I don't think the Minnesota D gets 7 points. I don't think Marvin Jones gets 8.9. I don't think Demaryius Thomas might get 8.7, but Earl Thomas is playing, so
Yeah, I will say I understand the Saints have a good secondary, but like I could definitely see Mike Evans, who I'm not even that high on, but I could see him getting more than 8.5. I mean, that seems like all it takes is one red zone touchdown for that number to get obliterated. So, and then Michael Thomas versus the Bucks. I mean, the Bucks have a shit secondary. So.
Yeah, Michael Thomas. I like Michael Thomas this
I
year.
think where I'm over projected for sure is Isaiah Crowell. I don't see. I don't really see 9 points against the Lions. I'm not really locked into this lineup yet. I'm kind of tinkering around a little bit. Like I don't really love the Broncos D versus the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are going to be a lot better than people think they are. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm going to say Max is currently starting Russell Wilson and the Denver D, and they play each other. So that would be pretty interesting to have to cheer for. Good luck with that, Max.
I'm not even locked it for. I'm not even. It's not even a lock for me for Russell Wilson. I mean, like, if I really think that, like, I think Andrew Luck's got a much better matchup.
Okay, but consider this: Andrew Luck and his shoulder. So what I'm thinking
What's
is,
that to consider? Everyone's overreacted to it. He's fine.
No, listen. You need to just keep him on your bench for a year, lose a couple of games, improve your draft picks. You know, just hold on to Luck on your bench. He's fine there.
Yeah. Fuck you.
So I'm going to actually predict that Jared upsets Max in this game. Reason being, with Edelman being out for the Pats and them having 3 receivers in the roster currently, Gronk's going to get doubled or tripled every single play. He's not going to have a good game.
I feel like they've been doing that for years. I just don't feel like it matters. So
you can beat the shit out of Gronkowski.
Just go for his knees. Easy strategy.
You usually get away with it. Yeah, I mean, look at the first half of the Super Bowl. The Eagles were fucking mauling Rob Gronkowski, and then they started one-on-oneing him, and then he got.
It's not like he had a bad game though. He still torched the Eagles that game.
He had a bad half. If you watch the first half, he was not a factor. Second half, they were like, yeah, let's one-on-one.
It's good thing I got a really, really talented injury-prone tight end to back him up in Jordan Reed. So.
All right, wild prediction of the week from me. I'm saying T.Y. Hilton on Jared's team, playing the Bengals, gets over 20 points.
Wow.
I mean, I'm telling Andrew Luck is
fan signs in.
I'm not a Bengals fan.
I don't really have a wild prediction for the week, but I don't know. Maybe Alvin Kamara gets 34 points instead of 17. Talk the Bucks.
All right. I want to take this opportunity to clarify for everyone what not a Bengals fan means. All right. To be clear, I am not a Cincinnati Bengals fan. I'm also not actively rooting against them. It's more of like an active interest, but I'm also laughing when they fail, kind of.
Yeah. Wait, I think I told you, but the day that they extended Marvin Lewis, like unprompted, I got a text from my cousin Austin, who's from Cincinnati, and he just said, I cannot cheer for this team anymore.
I gave up like 7 years ago.
Laughing. Yeah, you gave up way before him, but like honestly don't blame either of you. It's such a trash organization.
Yeah, they're never gonna win. The ownership is terrible. The fan experience is horrible. The players are usually in jail. It's just a bad situation.
Yeah.
Didn't they cut Pac-Man Jones?
Yeah.
That's too good.
Yeah, but they still have Perfect.
Yeah, they do still have Perfect.
Because he's actually good. People say what he want about him, but he's still a good player.
Wait, you just need to pick up with some like a really solid owner, someone who cares about the community, like Kroenke or Spanos.
I tried. If you remember, senior year, I did a little contest where people could pick the team I was going to be a fan for.
And we picked the Dolphins, and you never cheered for
Yeah,
them.
they were boring, man.
Now they're not. They have Chip Kelly 2.0.
I should do the thing that Lakers or that Knicks fan did on eBay. Sell my fandom
Yes.
for like 4K.
Yes,
That would be awesome.
Money, to pick a team. No, dude, what are you talking about the Dolphins being boring? They literally have a wide receiver playing quarterback. How exciting is that?
This is like 2015, Max, not 2008.
It's Tannehill's year, man. This is the year he breaks
No,
out.
no,
Sure,
no,
sure, he's
no.
30 years old. And
Devontae Parker's here. It can't be both of the years.
It's not his year. You dropped him.
But yeah, I dropped him. I make mistakes.
It's Frank Gore's year, obviously.
I'm gonna pick Devontae Parker back up. You just see. You just wait.
Who's Frank Gore?
I don't know.
All
I
right.
think it's
No name.
I think it's Luke's son.
With that, we're gonna wrap up here. I want to get everyone's predictions on top 3 finishers in the league
For the whole season?
for the whole season. Yep.
Oh, man. Put me on the spot.
All right, I'm gonna give mine off the bat.
Go for it.
Kevin, I think is everyone's favorite, so I'm gonna say him. I'm gonna say Wick because just quickly looking at your team, I like it. And I'm gonna be a homer. I'm gonna go with Craig. And Baxter is gonna regret the Royce Freeman trade for the rest of his life.
I also think he'll regret that trade. I just think Royce Freeman. I don't love Tyreek Hill. I know you said you do. I don't really love him, especially because you don't pay $16 million to Sammy Watkins to not use him. So that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with I do like Wick's team. I like first of all I like the team name. I'm thinking
That was just for you.
Second to none.
I like it's a fantastic name. And I mean, speaking of the RBs, I mean he's got 3 of them. It reminds me of a little bit of my team I had a couple years ago, where I just won with running backs just dominating. So I like Wick. I actually am not going to include Kevin because I just think that Christian McCaffrey is, to me, is still overrated. I got to see it to believe it. Last year he wasn't that good. When the regular season actually hit, his efficiency kind of sucked. So I actually think I kind of like Tilka. I think Tilka's going to sneak back into the top 3. And I think I'm going to make the top 3 because I think I'm just going to make enough moves in the waivers when people aren't paying attention. I'll pick up like a Carlos Hyde week 3. You know how it goes. So
Classic.
there's no Zeke in my team this year. I don't think any of my guys are getting suspended. So I don't think they are.
All right. My top 3. I'm actually gonna go with Baxter as number 1. I think he sort of comes out of nowhere, does a little worse the first type thing, and wins the league against Max in the finals.
Ew.
Hashtag Maxter.
No.
And third place, I'm going to go with Kevin.
Okay, so we got 2 Kevins.
Kevin, yeah. Why not?
Why not, Kevin?
Why not?
Why not?
All right.
Well, there you have it.
Final thing, rapid fire question. What week does Le'Veon Bell come back? Max.
Week 2.
I
think he
say
comes
week
back after
4.
the game.
Craig.
I was gonna say week 4, so give $1, Bob.
All right. Max says week 2. I say week 4. Craig says $1. And with that,
You're overreacting, buddy. Stay strong. We'll support you.
all right. Any last words?
Fuck everyone's team this weekend. I hope everyone tears their ACL.
Classy. Greg?
All right, good. Yeah, what Max said. Fuck everyone.
All right. And with that, we hope you enjoy week 1 of the season, and we will be back.
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
Thing.
No, they're done.
I'm sorry, guys. All I know is after this weekend, Jerry's going to be experiencing a little crystal knock. All right, that's all I got.